Good evening. For my reflection, I'm going to provide my students with differentiation in a variety of ways because in order to address all of my students' needs in a STEM environment, I have to shift my mindset. So the first thing is going to be differentiation of my diverse learners. And we use a strategy called UDL, Universal Design for Learning at our school district. So the content is the what. I'm going to provide tiered level materials that might be diagrams, interactive digital simulations, and text band explanations. The process is going to be the how. The use of scaffolded questions. I'm going to ask for identifying questions, predict are going to be the more challenging questions. And then the product is going to be the show me what you know, where the students will create evidence of learning through a choice board. So they'll either make a video, they will draw an annotated flow chart, or they might give me an entry with a photo from their perspective of what a photon that would be traveling from the sun, creating energy might look like. The second is interdisciplinary cohesion, and STEM, that's where STEM is going to meet literacy. So the integrated STEM is going to be physics, and then the students will sketch a device that captures wind energy. That's going to be their science and engineering piece. ELA, they're going to write, and they will use domain-specific vocabulary to draft a manual of what they're going to create. And then for their non-STEM, their social studies, they're going to discuss the geography of energy. And they're going to let me know what regions use solar power and what regions use hydroelectricity and what regions use both. For virtual instruction and professional practice experience, the students will use Nearpod during a Zoom time, and this will allow the students to ask questions of me and to check in with understanding. I've also embedded 2 polls and a draw it slide, and this is done every few slides and every few minutes to keep up the student engagement. For future practice, I created collaborative tool boards that allow students to generate ideas and work together in real time, which fosters a sense of presence and teamwork even in a remote environment. Lastly, the question, where does energy come from? Almost all energy on Earth starts from the sun. Plants use sunlight, solar. Animals eat the plants, which is the chemical, and we use that fuel to move our bodies, mechanical, and burn it and create electricity. The modern grid, we get plug-in energy from various sources like wind, water, or fossil fuels, which are all just different ways to turn a giant magnet, which is a turbine, to create electricity. So this is a little bit about my lesson plan for my students on where does energy come from, the ultimate source, the chain. Thank you so much.